Hello, everyone. My name is Mo Zulfikar, and welcome to another episode of Income Investors. With me today is John Whitefoot with another exciting income idea. But before I go into any details, I'm going to let you know that anything you hear in this video is for information and educational purposes only. Nothing in this video should be taken as personalized investment advice. To read more about it, please see the description below. North European Royalty Trust, traded on New York Stock Exchange under symbol NRT, is an overlooked oil and gas exploration and production company that is not only thumping the broader market, but it has raised its dividend for the last 6 quarters. And thanks to strong quarterly results and industry tailwinds, the long-term outlook for North European Royalty Trust stock and its dividend remains robust. John?
Yeah, thanks, Mo. If you're wondering exactly what North European Royalty Trust does, it's all there in its Google-friendly name. The company actually holds overriding royalty rights covering gas and oil production in various concessions or leases in Europe, specifically the Federal Republic of Germany. The rights are held under contract with local German exploration and development subsidiaries of Exxon and the Royal Dutch Shell Group of companies. The concessions, which are actually called the Oldenburg, cover approximately 1.38 million acres in Lower Saxony, which is actually located in northern Germany. The Oldenburg concession currently provides nearly 100% of all royalties provided to the trust.
The company reported strong second quarter net income and royalty income growth. Do you care to explain a little bit more about what's happening here financially?
Yeah, the company's just doing great. For the second quarter ended April 30th, 2023, North European Royalty announced that total royalty income increased 158% year over year to 9.76 million. While net income jumped an impressive 167% to 9.5 million. Meanwhile, distributions per unit advanced 176% to 105 per unit. Year to date, total royalty income was up 209% at 19.5 million, while net income rallied a more impressive 222% to 1904 million. Distribution per unit was up an equally impressive 225% at $2.05 per unit.
And what's happening with dividends here? I know, sometimes with royalty trusts, the dividends fluctuate with the volume. Could you explain a little bit about how the dividends are looking here?
Yeah, that's exactly true. While the trust's payouts will fluctuate based on volume, production, and prices, North European royalty units have been on a run since late 2021, rising sharply from 14 cents per unit to $1.05 per unit in the fiscal second quarter. So on an annual basis, this works out to $3.25 per unit for a pretty massive yield of 20.10%.
And John, with this fluctuating payout, what does the future hold for North European units?
That's a good question. Gas prices actually declined between the first to second quarter, with North European receiving more royalties than attributable for gas and sales and prices. And you might be asking why. Well, according to the trust's agreement with the operating companies, the trust's monthly royalty payments are paid based on the amount of royalties that were payable to the trust in the prior quarter. So in the second quarter of fiscal 2023, the royalties paid to the trust came from actual royalties received during the first quarter of fiscal 2023. This was during a period in which there was a big spike in German natural gas prices. Now, what does this mean for the third quarter distribution? The overpayment of royalties in the second quarter resulted in a negative carryover that will offset the amount of royalties that will be paid to the trust in the third fiscal quarter. So as a result, this reduction in royalty income is expected to, as the company said, substantially reduce quarter-over-quarter cash distributions in the third fiscal quarter. So we know up front that the third quarter distribution will be less than $1.05 payout, but that's part of variable unit payouts. They'll fluctuate. You just have to pay attention to what the company's actually saying in their press releases. Investors don't seem all that concerned, though. North European Royalty Trust units are within striking distance of any record. The caveat, of course, is that maybe investors didn't read the company's second quarter results fully, and then North European's third quarter results and their distribution might be a bit of a shocker, but it shouldn't be if they actually read what the company put out.
As you mentioned earlier as well, NRT units are outperforming the broader market by a very large margin. Explain how the unit performance has been recently.
Yeah, for sure. A rising high yield dividend is great, but it's even better when it's accompanied by strong stock market gains. And incredibly, North European units are yielding 20.1% at a time when its units are up a whopping 38.5% year to date and 20% year over year. For technical traders, on July 24th, North European units hit an intraday high of $16.36, which was just shy of the May 22 all-time record high of $16.49. Not surprisingly, because the volatile nature of energy prices, no Wall Street analysts are willing to take a position on where North European units will be over the coming 12 months. But with Brent crude oil prices rallying more than 11% over the last month to around $83 per barrel, and Goldman Sachs Inc. raising its forecast for crude to hit 86% or $86 by the end of the year, the chances that North European Oil Royalty Trust units will hit new records is a pretty compelling case.
All right, John, thank you so much for your analysis. What's not to love about North European Oil Royalty Trust right now? It's reporting strong total royalty income, net income, and distribution per unit. While the company warned that in the third quarter distribution will be lower than second quarter payout, the long-term outlook for crude oil and natural gas remains solid. And this bodes well for North European Oil Royalty Trust near and long-term share price and high yield distribution. That's it for today. We'll be back with another video soon, so stay tuned. In the meantime, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Goodbye for now.